Tahoe National Forest is one of California's largest, spanning over 850,000 acres and home to over 500 lakes and 3,500 miles of streams. It's known for its epic alpine lakes, endless granite peaks, and dense forest that stretches miles in every direction. This trip was about two things: finding epic mountain lakes deep in Tahoe National Forest and sharing them with my new travel partner, Birdie. She's just a pup, but this journey, it's her first taste of the trail life. This is a trip we'll never forget. As we made our way up Bowman Lake Road, we passed a local gem right away, Emerald Pools, a crystal clear swimming hole tucked just off the highway. From there, the pavement gave way to dirt. We started climbing into the forest, winding along the edge of the canyon. Birdie doesn't have a ton of car time under her belt yet, so the twists and turns got to her a little bit, but she toughed it out like a champ. As we crested the final ridge, granite slabs stretched out in every direction. The road followed just below the base of the dam, towering high above the forest. I couldn't wait to catch that first glimpse of Bowman Lake on this beautiful sunny day. Just got up here to Bowman Lake up in Tahoe National Forest, taking a little walk up on these rocks before we actually head down the shoreline and find a place to camp. But pretty epic overlook here. It's just me and Birdie. Bird dog, say hi. She wasn't totally fired up about the car ride, so I'm glad we're here. She'll get used to it the more we do it, but check this out. Pretty awesome. We're gonna head down what I guess is probably the north side. There's a place I camped out there before. Hopefully no one's out there. I mean, it's Friday, but if there is, we'll continue on and find another spot. Hey, bird. Hey, bird. As we continued on, we followed the narrow shelf road along the lake's edge, aiming for a little peninsula where I've camped before. It's an epic spot, surrounded by water on all three sides, but I was shocked to find it was already packed. Summer's creeping in, and the forest is already coming alive with people. With more and more dispersed campsites already loaded, I made the quick call to roll into an established campground just a bit further up the road. The site I picked turned out to be perfect, nestled in the trees for shade, privacy, and just a short walk to the water. A beautiful place for Birdie's first night out, away from all the crowds but close enough for comfort. On this trip, I brought the Rome Adventure Co. drifter tent instead of my rooftop setup. Figured it'd be easier for Birdie to get used to, and honestly, it's just more relaxing for me too. gonna give this Rome sleeping pad a try tonight. Pretty excited about it. Dinner tonight was simple. Reheating in my stove voltaics pot, powered by my Blue Eddy AC 180. Birdie's been exploring nonstop, but as the sun dipped lower, she was clearly getting hungry too. Being her first day out, she's already settling in nicely. Kibble, rice, ground chicken, carrots, spinach. My dog eats better than I do. Go. If you haven't noticed by now, and if you're following along, you probably have, I don't do a lot of fresh food cooking when I camp. Not because I don't like it, but it's just easier to bring leftovers from home, heat it up, eat and clean up, and really not have a whole lot of mess or extra trash. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy a good fresh meal on the trail or while I'm out, but a lot of times, especially when it's just myself, this is just a lot easier. So I brought a little leftover pasta and some chicken from last night. I'm gonna heat it up in the stove voltaics pot, and obviously using my Blue Eddy AC 180. And yeah, gonna heat it up, eat, and clean up, and then just kind of relax for the night. This thing really doesn't use as much power as people seem to think it does. But hey, everyone's got their own thing. I happen to love this electric cook. I think it makes everything super easy, super clean up, but it's not for everybody. I get that. But you know, I cooked it for about 20 minutes and used 14% battery. You know, not a big deal. I got a lot of power left for everything else. All right, time to dig in. With dinner behind us, there was only one thing left to do. Build a fire, kick back, and enjoy the silence.
Good job, Bird. Watch it. You okay? It's okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Wouldn't you know it, the mosquitoes showed up right on cue. And not long after the stars came out, we headed for the tent. Tomorrow would be a big day of exploration. Morning came early. The sun hadn't even cracked the ridgeline yet, but Birdie was wide awake, tail wagging and ready to roll. First things first though, snuggles, just like at home. She loves it. Then we had to get some breakfast and get back on the trail. Overall, good night in the tent. Super happy with the sleeping pad, the cot. Birdie slept well too. Neighbors decided to leave a light bar on like almost all night, it seemed like, but what are you gonna do? It was actually pretty dark in the tent. I think overall we slept great. It was fairly warm. Just had some breakfast. Now we're gonna get everything packed up and head on down the trail. Today's goal, 2 more alpine lakes deeper into the heart of Tahoe National Forest. I was hoping Birdie would handle the road better today, and so far it looks like she's going to. She seems a little bit more confident, a little more curious, and still totally up for adventure. All right, almost all packed up. Trail was a little bumpy yesterday. Not really a big deal, but I think I'm gonna air my tires down a little bit before I go, just to provide a little more cushion. And then I'm gonna do that, throw the couple last things in, throw Birdie in, and then get on our way. So the first stop for today is going to be Faucherie Lake. It's to show you on a map, but kind of as I head back east through Tahoe National Forest. It's one of the first turnoffs after Bowman. We've been up here before. It's really a pretty epic lake up around the mountains, tucked in. I don't think there's camping up there. I think they only have like big group campsites. But obviously it's a little higher elevation. We're gonna go up there and see what we can see if there's anybody up there. But ultimately, it's just a pretty epic view. So we're gonna cruise up there and check it out. You know, I should also note most of these trails are pretty accessible. Probably should have a little bit of clearance, and 4-wheel drive never hurts just for safety reasons. But really, they're not too technical at all. A couple areas are a little rougher than others. I am glad I aired my tires down though, because it's just making the ride a little smoother. See, even this one as we climb higher elevation is really pretty smooth, which makes it accessible for a lot of people, which is great. You know, I think it's always important to tread lightly and pack in, pack out no matter what you do. But if you can handle that, then, you know, you should be able to have access to a lot of these amazing places as well. So up here at Faucherie Lake, see, Birdie's having the time of her life, but the wind up here is just crazy right now. So I was actually hoping to fly my drone around a little bit in those mountains, but not going to happen today. So we'll forge ahead, and this is just a pretty awesome place. After soaking up Lake Faucherie, we headed towards our final stop of the day before turning back home. Birdie was dialed in, no more car sickness, just full of stoke, especially when she got to jump in the water. Watching her take it all in, the smells, the sounds, the trails, it reminded me of why we do this. These early trips, they lay the foundation. So next time, when we load up the Jeep, she'll be just as excited to roll as I am. Now that we're back down to the main drag from Faucherie Lake, which if you thought was pretty cool, go ahead and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. A little bummed I didn't get to fly the drone around up there. The winds were pretty high, but we'll see how we are when we get up to Jackson Meadows. So now I'm gonna take this road all the way back east to Jackson Meadows Reservoir, which is really a pretty cool lake, and hopefully it's full. I mean, the other lakes have been really full thus far, so been up there when it's low and high, and really it's a pretty awesome lake. So we're gonna push through on this trail and head over there and let Birdie run around the water again. She seemed to love that. You can see her back there, but anyway, she doesn't love the car, so I think this will be good for her. Kind of take little runs, and when she gets out, she's super happy because she gets to play in the water, and hopefully put a little bit of a better feel for her when she gets in the car. But we're gonna continue on and see if we can find anything cool along the way. Crossing the dam at the end of the lake felt symbolic. The end of the trip, just the beginning of Birdie's long journey on many trails that are yet to come. I wanted one last water stop for Birdie, but with high runoff and raising elevation departing the lake, options were limited. Then I spotted a little pullout, just enough space to turn around and hike down to the edge. One final splash before the end of the trip. Here we are, Jackson Meadows Reservoir. Water's actually pretty full today. Obviously you would expect that in June as the snow's melted, but they haven't drained the reservoirs yet. So down here checking it out a little bit. Birdie seems more interested in the dirt than the water right now, which is okay. So really don't have much left here. I think it's mostly pavement. There may be a little dirt on the way out, but figured I'd go ahead and air up now and we can just head on down the trail. So thanks for stopping by. If there's one thing I'd leave you with, it's how close and accessible places like Tahoe National Forest really are. But more than that, it's who you share them with. This time, it was Birdie. Next time, well, you'll just have to wait and see. Always remember, pack in, pack out. Always tread lightly. See you on the next one. This is Path to Rome.